Thank you. Our unruly daredevil turned in a surprisingly subdued waltz last week. He promised to crank up the lunacy. Probably not a good idea. But during dress rehearsal, he suffered a back injury. He landed on his mic pack at the end of his dance. It will prevent him from dancing tonight. So as a precaution, he went to the hospital to get checked out. He hopes to be back next week. Take a look at the weekend training for Jackass star Steve-O and his partner, Lacey Schwimmer. Last week, Steve-O's waltz electrified the audience and left the judges pleasantly surprised.
You came out fully committed. You didn't come out and jackass about, and that I admire you for.
6, 5,
a 6. The judges say they didn't want to see us jackass around, but then they gave us such low scores. I think that we should. I think we want to really load this up with some stunts and tricks, make it a big hot lunch.
Absolutely.
You know? All I know is I worked my butt off to do as well as I could. Now I think it's time to give the fans what they want. So I'm gonna do the salsa Steve-O style. My back is kind of messed up.
Steve-O's the king of pain, so when I see him cringe, I know it's really serious.
Yeah, I'm doing everything I could possibly be doing to make this back problem go away.
Now, just in case you can't do the front flip, what would you do here?
I've not been able to rehearse my stunts in the salsa, and I very well might be doing them for the first time on live TV. I'm gonna be rolling the dice on Monday night. I'm kind of worried about how my back's gonna feel, but even if it's messed up, we're gonna make television history, and I know it.
Okay.
You don't worry about it. I got a plan.
All right, suffice it to say, it didn't go exactly according to plan. Steve-O's mishap occurred just 2 hours ago. He hopes it's not serious enough to take him out of the competition, but since he can't take the floor tonight, according to the official rules, the judges will base their scores, and you at home will base your votes on his performance in dress rehearsal.
Dancing salsa, Steve-O and his partner Lacey Schwimmer.
Me no press people button. Now about a chat confuse me with something. That on me half when they doing on me something. Then I feel so me getting next done. Anytime they ready, people always start war. See one house spread it out, more fun. My style is the bong, the dang, diggy diggy. The roof on the bong, the dang, diggy diggy. My style is the bong, the dang, diggy diggy. No bong, the bong, the dang, diggy diggy. My style is the bong, the dang, diggy diggy. My style is the bong, the dang, diggy diggy. That roof one no care with the bong, the dang, diggy diggy.
All right, you can see these little mic packs that we have, that's what he landed on. That's what just exacerbated the back injury he was already dealing with. So Lacey's here with me flying solo right now. But we're going to ask the judges to base their comments, obviously, on what they saw in the dress rehearsal. Len, we're going to start with you.
Well, of course, I feel terribly sorry for Steve because as much as you maybe come out and try in the dress rehearsal, you haven't got the adrenaline pumping that you get when you come out and you're on a live show. So, you know, what I saw, I didn't get it as a performance at all. It was, there was no salsa in the dance for me. It was I wasn't enjoying it.
All right, Bruno?
Well, there is, he has an appealing streak of madness that is there. But this was like a series of unfortunate events, and none of it made sense. It's supposed to be a salsa. And I know you tried very hard, and I appreciate your creativity, but where is the salsa?
And Carrie-Ann?
Yeah, I mean, I agree with both of them. Sometimes it's just unnecessary, and that definitely shows it because he got hurt, and that's really unfortunate because I saw a lot of promise in Steve-O. He's a different type of character than we have on this show, and it would have been enjoyable to watch. So hopefully he feels better, but once again, I don't think it was in the right vein for salsa.
All right, we're going to find out the scores for Steve-O and Lacey's dress rehearsal performance when we come back. And then it's the little rapper who made a big impression when she claimed 3rd place on last week's judges leaderboard. Lil Kim and Derek are coming up live. back to Dancing with the Stars. Before the break, we took a look at the dress rehearsal performance of the injured Steve-O and his partner Lacey. That's what the judges based their scores on, so let's get to those scores right now.
The judges have their scores. Carrie-Ann Inabe,
5.
Len Goodman,
4.
Bruno Tonioli,
5.
All right, well, that's only going to give you guys a 14. Now, obviously, that was a rehearsal. Do you think that Steve-O would have done better in the main performance?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, he even told me he was so bummed out going into the ambulance today. You know, he was like, ours wasn't as good. We weren't dancing full out. And, you know, so, yeah, it would have been better, you know.
And that's what a rehearsal is for.
Exactly.
And explain exactly what happened.
Well, I mean, you know, he decided to do this front flip last minute today, and he landed straight on his back on the microphone pack. And then we went backstage, and
there's the move right there. You see him hit it, and he winces, which we really don't see him do very often.
And it was pretty bad. You know, he iced it, it went down, and then we rehearsed backstage this other little move he slipped on, and he hit my hip bone right on the edge of his spine, and he started swelling up instantly. And it's really large, and it's really scary.
And now you have heard from the hospital, at least initially, what are they saying?
Well, nothing's broken, so, you know, that's amazing. But there are many other things that could be wrong.
Well, hopefully we will see him back here tomorrow night. I'm sure all of you are hoping as well to see what Steve-O can bring to the competition. Now, when we factor in the score from last week, it's a 31 out of 60. Folks, if you want to give Steve-O and Lacey a chance to be back past tomorrow night's elimination, then you do need to pick up the phone or go to abc.com and vote for them. Tom.